Now, designing your new home can be fun until you reach the kitchen. If you're torn between utility and beauty for your kitchen, your solution is named Capricoast. On Rising Stars today, we feature Jawad Ayaz, the founder, and discuss the model with him. Jawad, tell us all about Capricoast and what it offers.
Hi. So I'll start with a little bit of jargon. We are an O2O marketplace for fitted home interiors, and I'll explain that. Now, as a marketplace, what we do is we bring together the best brands in India, both branded and unbranded, to do fitted furniture for the home, which includes kitchens, wardrobes, and maybe a few other things like entertainment units. Typically, the process in India is you get quotes from multiple providers, compare them, pick the one you like, and then take it forward from there. And all of which requires visiting multiple showrooms, potentially meeting multiple designers or architects, contractors, figuring out what you want and what you're willing to pay. So what we've done, the first thing that we've done at Capricoast is taken that step and made it into a single online experience where you come on board, you look through thousands of designs. We will automatically price them for your floor plan. So this is where a lot of technology comes into play. We have a data science-led approach that will take your project and unit type, the one that you're moving into, and map our existing catalogs of designs into that space with an on-platform real-time price estimate. So you have immediately a comparison of multiple vendors trying to give you a solution for your space. So that's the first step. And you've saved yourself a lot of time and effort figuring out what are the different options available for you. And then you pick a vendor, take your time, and we will then orchestrate a showroom experience for you. And that's where the O2O, or online to offline aspect, comes into the picture. Since it's such a big ticket purchase and such an essential purchase for most families, it's hard to do it online only. Many people, most people I will say, would want the touch and feel of a showroom. So we provide that as well. And that's really what we are bringing to the table in terms of a new buying experience for the Indian home buyer who's kind of left figuring out what to do once he takes possession from the builder and before moving in. He has this gulf to cross, and there's really nobody there to help him cross it, and that's where we're stepping in.
Jawad, you've got some solid backing between Tiger and Axel. The funding picture seems to be fairly robust. There has to be, of course, a clear vision here, a kind of potential to scale that you see. Just take us through that and what your plans are.
Sure. So, I mean, there are many numbers out there in terms of the size of the market that we're going after. Let's say it's a $10 billion market. Over the next couple of years. So this market, you can define it as fitted home interiors. We're staying away for the moment in this market sizing from loose furniture. We're staying away from appliances for the moment, let's say. So we're talking about a fitted furniture market, furniture that has to be made to order typically. It's not something that you can walk in and buy off the shelf. So that's a $10 billion market. Currently, almost 90% of that lies with the disorganized segment. So the segment is small factories working with interior designers or carpenters, delivering solutions, custom solutions for the customer. Sometimes it's more expensive than a branded solution, sometimes it's not. It's invariably more messy, it's elongated, scope and price keeps changing. So that's the problem that we're going after. So in terms of the scale, the market is a 10 billion opportunity, and our focus is to take market share from the disorganized share of the market by providing clarity, decision-making support, and a really guaranteed service experience.
What are the challenges in doing that? No, sure. I get the point that there's a huge opportunity, and as you're saying, there are various numbers doing the round. But what are the challenges in capturing that market? How do you plan to go about it? What are some of the learnings so far as well? Because you've been in existence for some time now.
Sure. I mean, I guess the toughest or the biggest challenge here is to get a non-standard relatively low system ready supply side connected into our platform, which is, as you can imagine, very tech intensive, data led. Our entire customer experience is built on technology first. And on the other side of this, we have a supply side, which is actually delivering the product and installing the product, branded to unbranded, who really are not leading edge in terms of technology adoption. And they have a lot of non-standard product on offer. So it's not like buying a Samsung phone where the spec is very clear. You have a variety of synonyms for the same material. You have a number of products that are kind of the same thing but called different. So standardizing the supply side is actually the biggest challenge. And that's again something that we have done with a lot of technology. And of course, this feet on the street meeting and getting suppliers on board is the big part of what we do. You can kind of think about it as like an Airbnb model, right? I mean, the Airbnb experience is consistent, standardized, and user-friendly. But behind that, you have a wide spectrum of hotel rooms and apartments. That's kind of the analogy that you should think about, the effort and time it takes to bring a non-standard supply onto a standard platform so the customer gets standardized choice in decision making.
Okay. Jawad, I want to understand, there's a lot of competition in this space, of course. How do you see things shaping up? Do you intend to stick to kitchens? Would you diversify? Are you happy having a core strength? And how do you see the picture evolving, given that there is that level of competition? How do you feel your model is going to set you apart from some of the others? Do you feel that the O2O model, for instance, is one that will help to propel your growth story a lot faster?
So I mean, we really don't face any competition in the marketplace model. There really isn't anybody out there in India today that is making this promise, which is, I will bring you suppliers, I will standardize them, and I'll let you choose. There are other online players who are saying we will be an online-only brand. There are people who are saying we'll give you our own proprietary solution and it's better than what's out there in the market. We're not saying that. We're saying there's enough different flavors of supply in the market, from fabulous to ordinary. Right? We'll curate a wide spectrum, standardize them, and let you decide, because I don't want to dictate to you whether you should buy a premium kitchen, a basic kitchen, or an economy kitchen. It's different shapes and sizes for different folks. So there's really nobody in the market doing that. And doing that is not easy. You really need to be able to have a platform that can standardize the non-standard. And we're the only ones doing that as far as I know. There may be somebody who's looking at that in stealth mode, but not funded and not in the public eye.
Perhaps exclusively also in the kitchen space. You definitely have a leg up there. Jawad, thanks so much for joining us on the show today and patiently explaining Capricoast and the model to us.
Interesting model there, and interesting space as well is where the company is actually operating in. But nonetheless, that's all the time we've got on Countdown today. Coming up next is, what did you miss?